Hare Krishna. Now, why do we need rituals? Why we need to follow all the rules of the scriptures? We say that it is in order to clean our consciousness of the influence of lower gunas, which are pervaded everywhere. So, if we take a closer look at what happening in our heart, we will see how the world, with its essence, with its values, passion, ignorance, powerfully break into our consciousness all the time, no matter how we resist. This happens in a special way. So now in Gita there is a very important shloka. It says, Sarvam etad ridam manye yanma vadati Keshava. So Arjuna tells to Krishna, uh, your every word that has come out of your mouth I accept as Rita. So this Rita means universal law. Rita means the harmony by which this world is built. Vidhi or scriptural instructions are essentially a reflection of the fundamental universal law by which this world lives. No, from the same word Ritha, the two familiar words comes. One is rhythm and the ritual. So this world, according to Vedas, is built in accordance with the laws of Ritha. That is, there is a law of harmony. So this law manifests itself in the form of a natural rhythm. So we live in accordance with a certain rhythm. If we live in harmony with the will of God, in other words, the will of God is not only in the books, the will of Lord is in this world also. So we can discover the will of Lord because the sun is rising every morning. So in Brahma Samhita it said, Echakshuresa Savita Sakala Grahana. So what does the morning sun rise means? No, why does he rise? Because Krishna told him. He's saying, get up. Because Krishna launched it in its orbit. So that is a certain law of rhythm, and this law is manifested in everything. So when a man is in the mode of passion and ignorance, he violates this natural rhythm of life. So he destroys the natural rhythm by which his body lives, and he tries to live in accordance with the artificial rhythm that this world impose on him. So these rhythms of passion, ignorance permeate our entire being. So while I was, no, when we are singing, we are all these things. What happens is we are coming into one rhythm. Like say when phone rings. Phone rings means what? It is the outside world is no impro. It is reminding us of attending something. So it is imperiously reminded. So what to do in general. So we have to hurry up, we have to go somewhere. So there is a rhythm in this. So we need to live in this passionate rhythm presently, what is happening around. So once again, this is a natural rhythm, and this rhythm of passion and ignorance, and we willingly or not, when we live in this life, obey this rhythm. That's all. There is no option. So we have no, because first thing, how we know that we are living in this rhythm of passion and ignorance? First thing is we say we don't have time. So many of us, we are very busy. We say we don't have time. So everyone has. So those who retire to do not have time. So this is because of the pressure which we get. But as a rule, people never have enough time for anything. So like in principle, no one has time. So everyone is hurrying somewhere. All the cities, people are running only. So once we get into this creepy space, as soon as everyone starts to run somewhere, no, which is unclear where they are running. There is a certain artificial thing. Our life is permeated by this artificial rhythm, absolutely mad, and life becomes more and more harsh. The pressure is becoming more and more strong, and experience we all experience this pressure with everybody of us experience. The most common disease now is called stress. Like people, they can achieve everything, they can be richest, and but still they are in full stress. So people, they have to be treated, and because of this stress there are so many terrible diseases that come, and everybody has to be treated for this, there is no option. So here we see that the person, because of the pressure, people under this pressure, they forget about the natural rhythm. So this sadhana are the rituals which we are doing, because what is sadhana or a spiritual practice that follow a person, that allows a person to break out this frantic rhythm. It's a very important for a person to break out of this rhythm, because while he is in this artificial race conditioning, he cannot understand who is he. So this is the first instruction that Krishna gives in Bhagavad Gita. He says that, Arey, you are not the body only. And of course, this is, he said that, no, you are an Arya, you are, but your behavior is anarya. Your Arya means a very advanced, progressive human. But what are you doing? So look at these armies. So first the Krishna is showing the armies, then he says, oh, no, Arjuna wanted to run away. So then Krishna is telling, how is it possible? So this is uh, people, they need to understand the reality. So in the same way, so man runs somewhere in this modern time, Arjuna is also running. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he says that in his book called Sharanagati, he says, my life has frozen at a dead point, it has stopped, although it seems that I am going somewhere, but in fact I am not going anywhere. So the first thing a person need to do is to break free from this. We must stop and start watching, watch ourselves, watch around, and look around to remember who am I. This is a very important instruction which we should never neglect, because if we do not watch, I will never understand anything. I can never understand who am I. And in fact, following the rules of the scriptures is following the will of Lord. He is manifested in the form of certain natural laws, so that a person can finally tune in to him, so that he can understand another person. So I want, like uh, we can do many experiments. We can break out of some rhythm, and we can close our eyes, relax, and try to observing our breathing. And now slowly when we start observing, we can notice, what my thoughts are, how they are going, what thoughts are coming, because something from outside as an observer. So this is a very good experiment people can do. This observation to feel like the tension we had, especially in the face, we lose all our tensions. Somebody might have experience with this shavasana and pranayama, it subsides, our face is free from this tension, because it has a lot of small muscles, the wrinkles appears because of this only. If you calm, then we will be very happy. So in the mind, in the face, in the body, so many things are there, so much stress is there. So Krishna therefore says that spiritual life begins with the fact that I began to observe myself, and starting to observe myself, I gain attentiveness. So a person who lives under the influence of a rhythm of passion and ignorance, unfortunately cannot be attentive. Even in order to communicate with another person, in order to truly communicate with another person, I must observe. So in order to hear another person, to see another person, to feel another person, to listen to another person, I must, you know refuse this identification of myself with the body. So I must give myself to him. So like we can encounter this this carelessness of other people. We have seen many people who are very careless, they are careless towards us also. This carelessness is, very offensive, we feel very offended, we get hurt, we become angry with them. But we should not be angry. Why with them? Because we are also doing the same. We just do not sometimes notice other people in same way, and are just as concentrated with our own life. We live some strange artificial world when we cannot feel another person. It is said that the root of all insults of the holy name is what? Inattention. And that from inattention all insults grow. This applies not only to holy name, the root of all offenses of any people, the pain that we inflict on other people is because of inattention. Inattention comes from our inability to observe, because we are in this terrible rhythm that the modern world is imposing on us. And the bottom line is that in order to love, I began with this, and this, that in the end the scriptures teach us love only. How do they teach love? They teach us love uh, as we step out of the artificial rhythm and began to listen to the natural rhythm of the universe, according to which our heart is built, according to which it beats. So, the mere fact that we get up before sunrise means that we are trying to respect the natural rhythm by which the whole universe is built. All other people neglect this, try to neglect, and they have this disharmony. In the end, we must tune in or synchronize with this rhythm in order to understand Krishna's will. And this is exactly the same with any other person also. In order to understand another person, enter into a relationship with that person, I have to tune into him. But if I am not in but if I am in a hurry, then I cannot tune. So I won't be able to do anything good for him. So I have, like uh, sometimes we see, children, they try to, try to develop a rhythm with us. They try to laugh with us and try to play with us. But this is actually, sometimes it is difficult for us. No, we don't have time for you play. They want to create that rhythm. So it starts with this only. It starts with our ability to listen to the will of Krishna, the highest Leela of Krishna, to which he invites us all. And this is the Ras Leela, dance of the Rasa, which is when all the souls with Krishna are in the same rhythm. So they all dance. They are attuned to this rhythm. Krishna is in the center, or rather, he is not even in the center. He is next to each other. So everyone is in the rhythm with him, and everyone knows what he wants. We make such a movement, such a, this the perfection that Krishna speaks of here is, it's complete absolute conviction that, Krishna wants from us. He wants us to dance with him. Srila Prabhupada writes in his prayer, Markane Bhagavatam, he says, make me dance the way you want. So this is the ultimate meaning of the fact that we are trying to follow the scriptures as closely as possible, because following the scriptures means that I am not just acting mechanically, but not act as a machine like a robot, because my body is a mission, my mind is a mission, yantra rudhani maya, and because of which I act like a robot. Someone clicked on one button and I have a lot of buttons, and I have complicated, this is mechanism. So we have, it's more complicated than our laptops also. The computers have many buttons, but we have more buttons than this laptop also. A lot of different buttons, a lot of different ways of communicating with others, and we many times we click. Sometimes what the computer does not fully understand what they want from us and it gets hanged, so and or it gets frozen. But in general, we only react to the external stimuli, and we act unconsciously. We live our whole life as if in a dream. So this, like, say, what happens is, sometimes we are going on a highway. So especially in the west, they have, bumpers on the side, so that if while driving, if somebody fell asleep, so the car goes on the side and it gives some bumpers. So immediately the person wakes up. So similarly, there are some ditches also in India. We have suddenly you are going in a highway, you fall into a ditch, suddenly you get up. So they are called crisis. So when crisis come has occurred with a person, this means that he rode on autopilot. That means he was dozing in autopilot. So then what happens? Then he is shaken and waken up. So to follow the instructions of scriptures means to begin to consciously relate to our life, to start everything that I do and to do with consciousness, to regain our consciousness all the time. It means to follow. We live our whole life as if in a dream. So, but we have to come out of this. We have to come out of this, what do you say, crisis. And Lord arranges this crisis so that we come to our senses. So many times it happens that whenever problem comes, we become more conscious, we become more God conscious, and we try to rectify ourselves. And we see that most of our learning happened when we are in crisis only. So that's a time when we learn maximum, and when things are normal, then we don't learn much what we learn in the crisis. So it is important that we avoid the offenses to the holy name, because of which all the crisis will come. So inattention means mechanicalness. So mechanism means who am I? So I am a mission, a good mission. I will give this body a valuable, precise, no, precious, priceless human body. With, but we have soul, right? So that's how we have to act, being conscious, and that will make us very happy. So we'll discuss more on this topics in our further sessions. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna.